Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on the part of the world you might be watching from. I am Olorundayo Blessing, Titilayo, the Anchors Inc. Welcome to my channel. Thank you to returning subscribers, and if this is the first time you're stumbling on this video, please click on the subscribe button, and if you've done that, thank you. I am not alone in the house today. But before I introduce the guests, if you have children, this particular topic we'll be discussing is not about a particular age range. Like if you have children, you have teenagers, you have adults, please just invite them so they can just come and learn. Thank you for doing that. All right, please welcome Miss Juliet Sani.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you. It's a privilege to have you here. I'm so blessed to have good people, beautiful people, and intelligent people in the house. Give it to Miss Juliet Sani.
Thank you. Thank you once again. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Now the topic is about peer pressure.
Okay.
Looking at the aspect of for children, for teenagers, and even adults out there, they tend to be influenced by their peer group. So I know, for each, before I ask this question, I know we have negative aspects of some things and also positive aspects. So once you just hear the topic peer pressure, people tend to jump at the negative, like, no, peer pressure is not good to be influenced by your peers and the like. But I actually believe there are positive aspects of it. So can you just expatiate? Can you say something about a peer pressure for a particular age range? Let's say you, are there times you have been influenced and it's actually come out to be positive?
Okay. I just want to make something clear.
Okay.
Peer pressure is, like she said earlier, it is applicable to everybody, irrespective of the age.
Yes.
From toddlers, teenagers, adults to the elderly, is applicable to everybody. And yes, I have definitely been influenced negatively and positively. So when I was influenced positively,
Yes.
how am I going to put it? I felt it. My behavior changed. A lot of things about me were improving. Things that I don't do before, I started doing them, knowing that it had a positive impact in my life.
Can you just point out to some of those things? I want to learn,
yes.
and I believe you are to
In
want to learn.
school, yes. In school, there's this friend of mine. She's always reading. She's always at the top. So looking at her,
Bookworm.
I felt challenge within me, and so that kind of instigate, it kept, my fire was now burning. I wanted to know more. I don't want to be below. So in that kind of way, she has already influenced me to take my book and start reading. Yes. So that and it was positive.
Wow.
So I was influenced like that, even spiritually too, in my fellowship too, in school, in everywhere. This, I will see young people. They will just, the way they talk. Oh my God, I'll be feeling so. I should what am I doing with my life? I feel challenged within me. I say no. I refuse to be mediocre. I took my Bible.
I love that. That's the spirit.
Started reading. I want to be like that. I want to be even more than them. Because I felt inspired. Look at young people doing it. My friends, they are doing it. So what was happening to me? Yeah. So that was a positive.
Of course, it is. It is. Yeah. Thank you so much, Miss Juliet. Yeah. Now, it also happened to me before. There are some friends. That's why it's actually good. Even the Bible says we should be careful. The kind of people, the peer we of associate with, that evil communication corrupt good manner. There's no how you associate yourself with good people and you will not be good. But be friends with fools. You just automatically you just become a fool too, because they tend to limit your thinking. They can't give what they don't have. So their discussion, things they bring to the table, things they want you to engage in will just be based on their own knowledge too. But when you move with people that are wise, you just feel like they want you to think outside the box. maybe you are so restricted to a particular thinking, like this is my level, this is my IQ. But when you move with such people that are actually bright, you see, they will bring some questions like you feel, wow, I've actually not thought about this before. Like they help you to think, and it actually helps your
They
thinking
will bring out the best in
out
you.
of you. That's
Yeah.
just it.
I watched a video of yours, like your previous video. It said you attract your kind.
Oh, now I'm
So when
blushing.
you attract your kind, and in another video of yours, it was like we rise by lifting people. So
Yes.
definitely, when you attract your kind, they will definitely want to lift you up in all aspects. So
So
yeah.
it's like you should work on yourself. When you work on yourself, you attract your kind. Like
Yes.
good things just automatically. I think I love this lady. Like you tend to move closer to her. You see this. There's this video. There's this lady on. I follow her on Facebook and even on social media platform, other social media platform. Favor Chinaza.
Okay, I also follow her too.
I just love that lady.
Yes.
Like the way she, like her write-ups.
Exactly.
Always like you wouldn't even believe where she's heading to. There was this one she posted, I think last week, on heels. Like,
yes, I read it.
Really? Oh, you're a good follower actually. Like it's been a while she wore heel, and she jokes with it that people have this notion of religious this thing, like if you wear heel you go to hell. This, like, she joked with it, and at the end she brought out the aspects of self-esteem. That she not before she tend to please people, because she's very tall, elegant, and beautiful, natural beauty. Like she said, people tend to tell her, oh, Favor, you are too tall. This one, oh God, you are too tall. So she tends to even bend, even when she's on loafers, like she has to bend down for some people when she wants to talk to people. But at some point, like, why will I please people and just why will I affect my self-esteem? Because God created me this way, and she tends to just flow with her height, and it's working for her that way. Thank you. Back to our discussion.
Yes, that was really good.
Thank you. Now, of course, we won't just move away from it. The fact that it has positive impact does not mean it will not have negative impact, like peer pressure. It also have negative impact. So let's look at the negative impact. Can you share with us any experience whereby you're being influenced and it has a negative impact on you?
Yes, it has affected me negatively. I remembered like things that I wasn't doing before.
Okay.
I was now doing them because I felt awkward. I felt weird, like I'm the odd one out among that group. So I tend to now blend in, and I was doing them, but I felt within me that this was not me. My conscience started judging me. Am I right?
Yes. I'm really delivering. I'm actually
thank you. I'm trying to look for the perfect word, but like I felt in me like no, this wasn't me. I started telling people like, oh, this is what I'm doing, and they told me that I should just stop. So like things I was doing, I started doing them, listening to secular music and all that, which I was not doing before. So like I had to stop because I could not sometimes I will not be able to stand in front of people like this. Oh God, it has affected me negatively. I remembered when I came from Lagos to Ibadan.
Okay.
I was doing things that I was not doing when I was in Lagos. So like I felt within me that this is not me. This is not who I am. So why am I faking myself? But still, I kept on doing it because I wanted to fit in. I wanted to blend in. I felt like I was the odd one out. You know that kind of feeling. So I just had to blend in. My spiritual life started declining. I wasn't that fervent again. Like my behavior and all that. But glory be to God, I had to stop. I had to change because I won't say is by my power, because I never had continued on that path. The aftermath will not be good. So I just had to stop. That's all I can say for now.
Okay, thank you so much. And like we said, we both agree that it's not about a particular age range. Like it has to do with all. So if you're a parent out there and you notice that your child is not just pleased with him or herself, like he or she is always trying to imitate others out there. Mommy, just did you see Favor's shoe? Just get me that type. Or you are in the market, you want to buy her a clothes, and no, let me get the types that Juliet wore last week. Like, make sure you work on that child immediately. Like, there's no how a child will just start behaving like that, trying to be influenced by the peer. It started somewhere. No, mommy, please cook rice and beans for me tomorrow so I can take to school. Why? Because I saw Peter brought rice and beans to school yesterday.
I was actually even doing that.
So at that point, just work on that child, because you can see the trait of that particular behavior in that child. He or she can take decision based on what he wants or she wants, but just want to be like so person. It's not like, I'm not saying it's bad, but once the child is crossing that particular limit, and you see children, even teenagers out there, they just want to belong. They just want, you feel
exactly
left out. You just got to university. You just want to explore. Just
this generation of mine, Gen Z generation, this social media technology generation is very, very dangerous. And when you are overwhelmed by what a lot of things people are doing, we have TikTok, we have Snapchat, we have Instagram, everything, you will definitely want to explore. You will definitely want to experience. So I don't know, by God's grace, I hope you don't fall, but people are likely to fall, because this generation is very, very
the point, just be, you are unique in your own way. Just know, if that is right inside of you, know that there's no need to fake anything. There's no need to live a fake life. There was this scenario I had when I was in school, university. I was passing by a particular department, and I saw this woman. She's one of the cleaner within the campus, and I saw a lady with her. From afar, I could see the lady discussing with her, and the next thing I saw, she picked up the broom and she was sweeping. So I was telling my friends that were with him, wow, this is great. See this lady, she's helping this woman out. Perhaps maybe she felt the woman is old and she shouldn't be doing this kind of work, doing cleanup. And one of them was like, no, that's her mom.
Wow.
I'm telling you. That's her mom. I was like, really? Like, it's rare. This guy, some
definitely.
child from afar, like, gaining admission to the universities, like, wow. They start mingling with people that they tend to see that are richer than them, and they just want to belong. Like, you know, the kind of background you come from, you know, your parents, maybe they are even civil servants, and maybe perhaps it's even 3,000, 5,000 you're being sent as your monthly allowance. Why not just manage it and just stop comparing yourself with the minister's daughter or the governor's daughter? Some they'll come up with stories. My dad is this. We just came back from Dubai. We just why do you want to fake like when you have not gotten there?
Exactly.
Like, just be yourself. Like I said earlier, if you notice some of those changes in some of these attributes and those things in your children, your teenagers, just help them at this stage so that they will not continue when they step out and you are no longer there to correct them.
I just want to say something. When you notice, like from what she said, when you notice that you are not yourself, you are trying to please other people, then just know that pressure, that is a negative impact. When you're just trying to please other people, you're not being yourself, just know that impact is a negative one. So please, as much as possible, try to run away from it. Definitely you're going to come across them. It's a must. You're going to come across them. So it's how you handle the situation. I pray God help us. Pray God help us, but please flee from it.
Even the Bible said in the book of Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, like, those comparing themselves among themselves are not wise. So comparison is a game of a fool. Just know your level, associate, just be there. I'm not trying to introduce mediocrity, like just be happy or being average in life. No. When you of course, we've discussed in the positive aspects of peer
Peer
pressure.
pressure,
You see,
yes.
work with people that you know that they will tend to draw you to their height, and even
Yes.
more than you exploit, and you'll be able to affect yourself positively. In terms of academics, there's nobody doing a bad thing that you know that, of course, this is what I'm doing is not okay. So please don't compare yourself with others.
And if you also want to like cut off from those kind of influence,
Yeah.
just pray about it. Like there's nothing that you can't pray about it to God. Just pray about it
And dissociate yourself from them.
yes,
That's just
yes,
it.
yes, and you see God working for you. So just please caution yourself. Yeah, caution yourself. Be very, very careful.
Thank you very much,
Yes.
Miss Juliet. I really appreciate.
Thank you
It's
for
so good
having
to have
me.
you
Yes,
here
thank you for
again.
having me.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, please. We want to hear your view. You can just please drop your comment, what you feel about this particular topic.
Yes.
I'll be waiting for you there at the comment
Yes.
section to see that. And please follow me on Instagram at Olorundare Blessing, and on Facebook, the Anchors in or Olorundare Blessing. Thank you. I love you, but God loves you the most. Bye.
Bye.